All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning to the people online waiting for us as well. I just came here to let you know that we will be starting very soon. So those of you who are tuning in online, we will begin in a few minutes, and those of you who are here, I would kindly ask you to find somewhere to sit as we get ready for the proceedings. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm going to ask everyone to please stand as we begin this morning's program. Let me just say that it's wonderful to see you all. Good morning again. We're going to start off this morning with a procession of the wonderful staff of Alpha Junior School. And as they make their way down, I would like you to give them a round of applause, please. All right, and the moment you have been waiting for, I believe camera people in the middle, you're gonna have to realign yourselves for the procession of the graduating class of 2023. I now present to you the graduates of Alpha Junior School graduating class 2023.
Life is like a big merry-go-round. You're up and then down, going in circles, trying to get to where you are. Everybody's been counting you out. Where are they now? Sitting in the same old place, just faces in the crowd. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta get up. Yeah, I'd rather stand tall than live on my knees, 'cause I'll conquer and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no. One thing about me is I'm a conqueror. I am
All right, I think they deserve a nice round of applause now. I'm going to ask you to remain standing as you wipe your tears because I know it's, one of those touching moments, mommies and daddies. And I'm going to invite Mrs. Chaitan to lead us off in the national anthem and the school song, followed by Mrs. Mark for the opening prayer.
So we're going to sing our school song. For those of you with the booklets, the school song can be found behind, so you can also join along. We will live and work together, use our minds in fullest measure. Here at Alpha Junior School, we will soar and we will grow in mind and body. We will grow here at Alpha Junior School. We'll enjoy work, love God and life, and peace and love together strive here at Alpha Junior School. Thank you.
Okay, let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for such a wonderful day. We thank you for the opportunity to celebrate the students who are here, the graduating class of 2023. We pray that you bless them and keep them, and you'd also bless today's proceedings, and it would go according to your will. In Jesus' name.
Okay, you may have your seats while you cry. Now I am going to ask for Miss Leah. Before we do that, well, I must say everybody looks beautiful today. Nobody told me that the color scheme was black and gold, or I would not have worn black and white. However, we are here, so I can't really complain, but you look beautiful. Graduates, you look beautiful. Boys, you look very handsome. Can I get a beautiful smile from the girls? All the girls, all the girls. You all smiling? Right? Can I have a handsome smile from all the boys? Not Malachi blushing. What's that? Rami, can I have a beautiful smile, please? All right, let's try to sit up and smart today. Everybody, backs, shoulders back, legs closed. All right, now I can officially start. And I would like to ask the lovely Miss Leah Campbell and the amazing Mr. Kibwe Evans to lead us off with today's welcome. Give them a round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone.
It is our esteemed privilege to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of this bunch of awesome, intelligent, and talented young men and women.
Your presence here is symbolic of the support we had along our journey in Alpha Junior School.
A journey that saw you cheering us along and even holding our hands when needed. For this, we are truly grateful.
Not only do we welcome you to this ceremony themed "A Journey of a Million Miles Begins with One Step," but we also welcome you to partner with us as we embark on this new journey.
We welcome you to celebrate with us, to dream with us, and to continue to cheer us on. Welcome to the close of one chapter and the unveiling of another.
I would now like to invite Mrs. Alana Gooding to come up so that she could introduce the graduates to us. A round of applause for Mrs. Gooding.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so graduates, as I call your name, you please stand. Najee Bailey. Kaylee Bain. Leah Campbell. Mackenzie Carisquel. Jada Charles Williams. Sade Choke. Sorry. Terry Davis. Kiana George. Carly Gittens. Vanessa Horsford Flavany. McKaylee James. Malika Joseph. Abigail Hilaire Latouche. Alexa Lawrence. Ricoya Maxwell. Zavi Alexis Pariag. Avisha Philip. Nia Stevens, Jared Alexander, Rami Andrew, Caden Ashton, Caden Batiste, Leandre Batiste, Regan Campbell, Jaden Collier, Isaiah Dikoto Alexis, Kibwe Evans, Malachi Jelino, Shaheem James, Avery Joseph, Tasia Noel, TJ, sorry, I do apologize. Jadon Rubin, Joel Tamar, Cameron Walker, Shamari Wildman, and Kyle McIntyre. Thank you.
I heard somebody go woo, 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 woo. I didn't know it was that kind of graduation today. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But I love that for us, I love that. I love when we could have fun. So let's hear it one more time for the graduates. I will randomly call my old name at some point, and I really hope to hear the woo, 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 right? I will. Okay, now we have a special rendition by the Alpha Junior School Choir, led by Miss John and Mrs. Mark. So as they make their way up, let's have a round of applause for the AJS Choir. Thank you to Miss John, Mrs. Mark, and the beautiful choir. We are available for weddings, graduations, special events. Please let me know if you would like them, and I will organize for you at a special rate, of course. Now, if we can get a little bit serious. I know that was my fault. That was on me. I'm sorry. We're going to invite our wonderful principal, Miss Stephanie John, to make her principal's remarks.
Thank you, Miss Carrington, for your words of introduction. Chairman of the school board, Dr. Berth Brathwaite. Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima. Past principal, Miss Claudia Morgan Carter. Guest speaker and past student, Miss Sharisa Sylvester. Charge presenter and past pupil, Miss Kayla Flavany. Other specially invited guests, past and present members of staff, past and present parents, past and present students, graduates. Greetings and warmest welcome to our 2023 graduation exercise. Today we celebrate 35 amazing, gifted students. And we want you to know that these students are not just heading to secondary school on a free pass, they all were successful. So give them a round of applause. Thank you. Graduates, we are here today to celebrate you. You have started the race, and we are delighted that you have completed this leg. Rest a moment, but be back on your feet soonest, because you have been blessed to have supportive parents and dedicated teachers who assisted you in completing this race. So you have support as you go along. And I would just, at this point, invite all of the parents and guardians, along with our teachers. I'd like you to stand. Now, graduates, I want you to look at these lovely persons standing, and I want to remind you that you did not complete this race on your own. As a matter of fact, your success is largely to their dedication and support. They have been the wind against your back while you were running this race. So you now put your hands together for the wind against your back and the wind beneath your wings. You may have your seats. Students, you are about to enter a world that has both opportunities and opposition at the same time. Embrace the opportunities and let the opposition bring out the good in you. Know who you are in God. He has said that you are valuable, and let no one treat you otherwise. Wisdom offers a sound advice. It says, don't throw stones at every dog that barks. You will never get home. And I want to take a minute to explain that saying. It basically means that you need to assess situations around you. People will comment positively, negatively. People will do things to you that you do not appreciate. But we want you to understand you do not have to give your energy to every and anything people say. Sometimes you just have to learn to let a thing go, and you'd realize your life is much better off for it. What you receive as your future depends largely on your investment in the present. Your rewards would be of great value if you invest honesty, respect, integrity, and fairness. You are entering an age and stage where the use of social media will become much more accessible. Be good digital citizens. Watch how you post. Remember, social media does not submit to the rule of gravity. Once you post up, it never really comes down. With the right tools, the right person will be able to retrieve it. And because of this, be careful of how you use the internet. Parents and well-wishers, these young people, they need you more than ever. There is this notion that when the children have gotten to Form 1 that they are young adults, and they're not. There's a song that we sing at church, if you ever needed the Lord before, you sure do need him now. The truth is that if the children ever needed you before, they really sure do need you now. So, continue to give them your support. Students, I'm back at you. Listen to your parents. They want the best for you. If you believe this, give me a thumbs up. So sometimes, thank you, they may say something that you don't particularly like, but they've lived longer than you have, and God has given them certain wisdoms and advice and encouragement to give you so that you can grow well. So again, please listen to your parents. They want the best for you. The theme for today reminds us that the journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with one step. Step up and keep stepping. Go take your place in your various secondary schools and create great and positive impressions. We bless you, our amazing students. Go shine like diamonds. Thank you.
Thank you to Miss John. Okay, now when I introduce the next person, I would like to hear one of those woo, 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 right? So now we have a poem by one of our students. Now, this is my real girl. This is my shooter. This is my dog. Right? So I want to hear one of those woo, woo, woos for a poem by Najee Bailey. Just before we start, this poem was written by Najee, and I'm taking over as her manager immediately. If you want things written, check me for Najee one time.
Good morning, everyone attending our graduation. As said before, my name is Najee Bailey, and today I'm here to say the poem that I've written for my fellow classmates. Oh, my beloved classmates, the time has come to bid farewell in feeling both proud and glum. We've walked this journey side by side through laughter, tears, and smiles. From the first day we walked through those doors, an ocean of knowledge awaited in store. Teachers guided us with passion and care, helping us grow and become aware. Late nights studying, stressed and tired, we powered through, our dreams inspired. Friendships blossomed, memories were made. We powered through, our dreams inspired. A supportive network that will never fade. We faced challenges, both big and small, overcoming obstacles, standing tall. Now we stand here on this stage, so bright, prepared to take on the world's great height. We've learned to chase our dreams with zeal, to never give up, to learn and heal. With knowledge in our hands and passion in our hearts, we're ready to make our unique marks. Though we'll part ways, each on our own paths, as our bond as a class, nothing can lack. For memories we've shared, forever a treasure, we'll cherish, a source of pride. So, as we wear our Alpha uniform one last time, let's remember the moments we all shared. Class of 2023 will shine far and wide, for the world awaits us with arms open wide. Thank you.
There was never a more deserving person for a whoop I've ever heard in my life. Thank you so much, Najee. So when you're looking for journalists and authors and stuff, look out for Najee in a few years, eh? And by a few, I mean like 2 or 3. Because wherever she goes, she's going to take over that place, and she's going to be writing from there. Okay, so now we're going to get into the more serious listening parts of the program. So I'm going to invite 2 people at once. I'm going to invite Mr. Avery Joseph, so he will do the introduction of the valedictorian. And immediately after that, we will have Miss Terry Davis with the valedictory speech.
Good morning to our principal, teachers, invited guests, and fellow graduates. The person I have the pleasure of introducing today is a leader in her own right. Though at times we did not take her advice, she brought us together to study and focus on our work on numerous occasions. She started the first study group we had in our class, and after this, other groups were formed. She is someone who stands tall. She is not afraid to stand alone, even if no one else is standing with her. She is kind, she is thoughtful, she is dedicated, she is organized, she is determined, she is intelligent, and that's why she is our valedictorian today. Her name is Terry Dominic Davis.
Thank you, Avery. Thank you, Avery. A journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with a single step, but you have to keep stepping. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, parents, friends, family, our principal, teachers, staff, the school administration, fellow graduates, a pleasant good morning to all. I am Terry Dominique Davis. I stand here honored to be the valedictorian of our grade 6 graduating class. Today, July 5th, 2023, marks a truly significant day in our lives as we conclude an important chapter, our primary school journey. Now, we stand at the doorstep of a new chapter, embarking on our secondary school adventure. It feels like just yesterday that I took my first steps into this school a few years ago as a transfer student with my parents and big sister by my side. Firstly, I cannot continue this speech without giving thanks and praise to Almighty God for steering me through this phase in my life. Also, my amazing family. I am grateful for your unending support. Thank you. Dear fellow graduates, Congratulations on reaching this milestone. The first step has been accomplished. As we embark on new adventures and face new challenges, may we be reminded that we all have the potential to do great things. Remember to maintain a positive attitude because that will determine our altitude. As cited by Martin Luther King Jr., you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. There will be obstacles. The invaluable tools we've learned at Alpha Junior School have prepared us for this step we are about to take. I've heard that secondary school is no joke. We owe it to ourselves, our parents, and everyone rooting for us to stay focused and get the job done. This next step of our lives requires us to set goals. We ought to set goals to succeed. Life goals, yearly goals, daily goals, monthly goals. Our past and present teachers have worked tirelessly to ensure we were adequately prepared, not only for the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment CPEA exams, but to equip us with the necessary tools and experiences to aid us in navigating this new journey. Yes, Mrs. Smithston, although oftentimes we were allergic to 100%. Every beginning signifies a fresh start, and today we have successfully marked ours. Undoubtedly, we owe our accomplishment to the individuals who selflessly aided us, expecting nothing in return. Their unwavering support and guidance have paved the way for our success. At this time, I would like to ask my fellow graduates to stand to give our principal, teachers, parents, guardians, well-wishers, and everyone present here today a big round of applause for a job well done. Yes. Lastly, as we all take this step in our self-development journey, I hope that negative behaviors like bullying that are detrimental to our individual growth will be discontinued. Be kind. May words of encouragement to others replace demeaning taunts. To those who were bullied throughout their academic journey, like I was, we are not victims. We are victors. If I can achieve great things despite those challenges, so can you. We are all worthy. We all have a voice that deserves to be heard. Because of our resilience, we are now strengthened to take any step and make it to 1,000,000 miles. Thank you.
One more time for Terry, please. And for Avery as well. Thank you so very much. Now we are going on to the presentation of certificates and gifts. Now I know this is a point where everybody likes to take their pictures and some of you will cry. So please have your tissues out. Get yourselves ready. I'm going to ask for the assistance of Miss Wint and Miss Berkeley. And I'm going to also ask that Mrs. Gittins and Ms. Lakwa be prepared to take over from them when called. Now, I'm putting some of these people on the spot. I do apologize sincerely to most, but not to Dr. Braffett, who I'm going to ask to come up first to present the certificates. Dr. Braffett, a round of applause for Dr. Braffett, please. He is our favorite doctor. You are. Presenting academic award to Mr. Jared Alexander for very good performance in language, science, and social studies, and good performance in mathematics. All right, sweet. Lovely. Award for Ms. Alexis Pariag for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, science, and very good performance in social studies. Academic award presented to Mr. Rami Andrew for outstanding performance in mathematics and very good performance in language, science, and social studies. Award presented to Mr. Caden Ashton for very good performance in language and good performance in science and social studies. Did we get a picture for that one? Kaden, babes, let's go for the picture, please. Miss, you had to come out the picture, sorry. A big round of applause for Caden, please. As a reminder, along with the academic awards, you will be getting your school certificates in your folder as well. Academic Award presented to Miss Najee Bailey for outstanding performance in language and science, very good performance in social studies, and good performance in mathematics. All right, so guys, we're asking for your applause after we have read out all the things that you're being awarded for. We want you to hear exactly what you're being awarded with. Academic Award presented to Miss Kaylee Bain for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, and science, and very good performance in social studies. Now I'm kindly asking for the gradu ones. I feel like we're getting out of character. So can we all sit up smartly, please? Smiles on faces, legs together. And quiet, waiting for your turn, right? Everybody on this side okay? Everybody on that side okay? Everybody not okay on that side. Not Malachi balling behind me. Academic Award to Leandre Batiste for outstanding performance in mathematics, language, science, and social studies. Leandre didn't even look at Dr. Braffett that time. Academic Award presented to Caden Batiste for outstanding performance in mathematics and very good performance in language, science, and social studies. Beautiful. The next student, I wear a lot of bracelets on my wrist. She's responsible for 2 of them. So when you're clapping, clap for that as well. Academic Award presented to Ms. Leah Campbell for outstanding performance in mathematics and language. Very good performance in science and social studies. A reminder, guys, you look at Dr. Braffett, let him tell you some encouraging words, and then you look at the camera person for you to get that picture that you're going to put up on the wall, okay? Academic Award presented to Mr. Regan Campbell for outstanding performance in language and good performance in science and mathematics. Thank you very much, Dr. Braffett. We're now going to ask Mrs. Alana Tumbarima to take over from Dr. Braffett in presenting the academic awards and the school certificates. Thank you very much. Academic Award presented to Ms. Mackenzie Carskell for good performance in language and mathematics. Smile for the camera. Award presented to Ms. Jada Charles Williams for outstanding performance in language, social studies, science, and mathematics. You're all forgetting the whoop whoops. There we go, there we go. Amazing. Academic Award presented to Miss Shade Choke. Outstanding performance in language, social studies, science, and mathematics. Excellent. Academic award presented to Mr. Jaden Caldera for very good performance in language and mathematics and good performance in science and social studies. Academic award presented to Ms. Terry Davis for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, science, and social studies. I love that. Tell her again. Excellent. Academic award presented to Mr. Isaiah Decoto Alexis for outstanding performance in mathematics, very good performance in language, and good performance in science and social studies. Academic award presented to Mr. Kibwe Evans for outstanding performance in mathematics and language, and very good performance in science and good performance in social studies. This next round of applause has to be very big. Academic award presented to Mr. Malachi Jelino for very good performance in language. Big round of applause, I said. What's that? There we go, there we go. Academic award presented to Miss Kiana George for very good performance in language, mathematics, and science, and good performance in social studies. She looked cute taking her pictures, right? She's the most troublesome child in that class. Academic award presented to Ms. Carly Gittins for outstanding performance in mathematics and good performance in language and social studies. All right, I would like to say thank you to Mrs. Tumbarima, thank you to Ms. Wint and to Mrs. Berkeley. I would like to ask Ms. Lakwa and Mrs. Gittins to come assist with the remainder of the certificate, and to ask Mrs. Morgan Carter if she can assist in presenting a few of the certificates. And Ms. John, I have no choice but to put you on standby for the last few. I didn't want to put you on the spot again. Mrs. Morgan Carter is a former principal of Alpha Junior School, for those who don't know, so a resounding round of applause for her. And as I have been told, the most stylish one to pass through yet. Okay. Academic award presented to Ms. Vanessa Horsford Flavany for very good performance in language and mathematics and good performance in science and social studies. Beautiful. Academic award presented to Ms. McKaylee James for outstanding performance in mathematics, very good performance in language, science, and social studies. And she going to smile. She going to smile? Okay, love that. Academic Award presented to Mr. Shaheem James for outstanding performance in mathematics, very good performance in science and social studies, and good performance in language. Picture. Academic Award presented to Mr. Avery Joseph for outstanding performance in mathematics and very good performance in language and social studies, good performance in science. Academic Award presented to Miss Malaika Joseph. Outstanding performance in language and science, very good performance in mathematics, and good performance in social studies. Malaika going to smile. Academic Award presented to Miss Abigail Latouche Halle for good performance in language and science. Academic Award presented to Miss Alexa Lawrence for good performance in language. Lovely. Academic Award presented to Ms. Rokoya Maxwell for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, and science, and very good performance in social studies. Picture, babes. All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Morgan Carter. Hi, Miss John. And I want you all to pay attention to Miss John's dress. I really like it. It missed, don't worry, man. Academic Award presented to Mr. T.J. Noel for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, and science, and very good performance in social studies. Academic Award to Miss Avisha Philip for good performance in language, mathematics, and science. Please note Avisha is taller than all of us on staff. Academic Award presented to Jaden Rubin for outstanding performance in language and mathematics, very good performance in science, and good performance in social studies. Great. Academic Award presented to Miss Nia Stephen and her many stories for outstanding performance in language, mathematics, science, and social studies. Academic Award presented to Mr. Joel Tamar for outstanding performance in language and science, very good performance in mathematics, and good performance in social studies. Excellent. Academic Award presented to Mr. Cameron Walker for good performance in mathematics. Academic Award presented to Mr. Shamari Wildman for outstanding performance in language, science, and social studies, and very good performance in mathematics. I'm hearing the whoop whoops. Okay, and we have one more, and all the whoops you could ever find in the world, please give it here because we have our special award being given to Mr. Kyle McIntyre. And I want to say congratulations to Miss Flavany with Kyle. And I promise you, nobody was happier to be in class than Kyle on a daily basis. So again, a round of applause for the academic success of the graduates. Thank you, Ms. John. Now we are on to our special awards, and these are for community service. Okay. So for community service, the students were asked to do a minimum of 10 hours, and that included assisting teachers in various places with the preschool, with drop-off, or pick-up in the afternoon, a number of different things. So bear in mind, they were asked to do a minimum of 10 hours. So this certificate is being awarded to Miss Michaeli James. Okay. This next person completed more than 30 hours, which is more than the hours I have put in for the entire term. This certificate is awarded to Ms. Terry Davis. This next recipient completed more than 25 hours of community service, and that is Vanessa Flavany. Smile now. All right, another 25 plus, Miss Zavi Alexis Pariag. Yes, of course, of course. Another 20. Guys, can y'all tell me, as it's in my ear secretly after, how you pulled off so much work in the term? Because 25 hours is a lot. More than 25 again, Miss Shade Chook. This next recipient completed more than 30 hours, Miss Jada Charles Williams. Another 30 plus worker. Miss John, Dr. Bradford, we might have to bring out salaries for these children. Mr. Caden Batiste. Completing more than 20 hours, Miss Alexa Lawrence. Our next recipient, Miss Kaylee Bain. Round of applause, round of applause. Keep the same energy always. This one had many hours of troubling me every morning and afternoon, Miss Kiana George. More than 25 hours completed, Mr. Leandre Batiste. With more than 25 hours and special, honorary mention from the pre-K school, Miss Mackenzie Carrascal. She is amazing with children. If you're looking for a babysitter at a very high price, check Mackenzie. Completing more than 25 hours again, Miss Malika Joseph. Malika asked me not to say that she promised me $10,000 in grade 4. She has not paid me since. Okay. We have more than 30 hours, Miss Avisha Phillip, with honorary mention from the preschool as well. Another one, great with children at a high price. We're going to do the top 3 on the community service list. First off, we will have Miss Jada Charles Williams. She well excited, yes. Go Jada. Mr. Caden Batiste. And last but not least, now I thought 30 hours was something, right? But this student completed 61 hours of community service, sacrificing break time, lunchtime, playtime. From the morning she got there to the afternoon when she was leaving, she was assisting. She would need to tell me how to manage my time. Congratulations to Miss Avisha Phillip. All right, and now to the special awards. We have the Congeniality Award, and that award is given to none other than Kyle McIntyre. When I tell you, Kyle was excited to be in class every time without fail. We have 2 for the most disciplined student. First being Mr. Caden Batiste. He has never missed saying good morning, good afternoon. If you don't hear him, he's saying it until you answer him. He's a very responsible big brother. If you need somebody to look at for you to know what it means to be responsible, that is Caden Batiste. So another round of applause for Caden. And the girl who is most disciplined, can we hear her name, please? Terry Davis. If you tell her, good morning, Terry, how are you? She will stop, she will say, I'm fine, thank you, and how are you? And you know what? Nobody don't ask me how I am. So I'm happy for that. So another round of applause for Terry, please. And for the most improved award. This is for someone who has obviously improved, given all the things. You know, children go through things, and sometimes they don't get it, and then they finally get it, and you're like, oh my goodness. This most improved award goes to Miss Kiana George. Again, y'all getting fooled by that cute smile. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Thank you so much, Mrs. Chaitan, Miss Lakwa, and Miss Gittins. Now we are on to our feature address. This address will be given by Sharissa. What is Sharissa's last name? Sylvester. Sometimes I can't read, I'm sorry. Let's check that again. And now we're on to our feature address given by Miss Sharissa Sylvester. Sharissa's journey began at Alpha Junior School, where her passion for arts took flight. She was a member of the school choir and dance group. Sharissa then attended St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, where she continued to shine brightly. She held the esteemed positions of head girl and house captain, demonstrating her natural ability to inspire and lead others. Alongside her responsibilities, she was an invaluable member of the Knowledge Bowl team, showcasing her intellectual acuity. It was during this time that Sharissa received the Sir Paul Schoon Award for Best Debater in 2018. She graduated from St. Joseph's Convent with 13 passes. Upon attending the T.A. Marishaw Community College, she served as the vice president of the Student Executive Council, advocating for her fellow students, their needs and their concerns. Additionally, she played a pivotal role as the second speaker on the TAMCC's debate team. Beyond academics and leadership, Sarissa's love for dance has been nurtured at Conception Dance Theatre for an impressive 7 years. Today, Sharissa stands before us, well, sits right now, but she will stand before us, preparing to embark on a new chapter of her life as she prepares to pursue her desired career and passion at Howard University. So I would like you to give a huge round of applause for our feature speaker, Ms. Sharissa Sylvester.
Thank you for such a lovely introduction. Dr. Bert Brathwaite, Chairman of the Board, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima, Director, Mrs. Claudia Morgan Carter, former Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John, Principal of Alpha Junior School, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty members, proud parents, and most importantly, the incredible graduates of Alpha Junior School 2023. A pleasant good morning to all. There is nothing more humbling than standing before you today to present the feature address on the occasion of graduation at my alma mater. Before I begin, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you for reaching this significant milestone in your educational journey. I'm sure the parents, teachers, family, and friends here today can agree with me when I say we are so very proud of each and every one of you. Today, as we gather to celebrate your accomplishments, I want to share with you this timeless message. The journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with one step. To the graduates, as you stand at the dawn of your future, it is important to remember that every great endeavor, every remarkable achievement, and every extraordinary journey begins with a single courageous step. Think about the world around you and all the amazing discoveries and inventions that have shaped our lives. They were not accomplished in one giant leap, but rather through the accumulation of countless small steps taken by passionate individuals like yourself who dared to dream big. Now, I do not want to bore you or put you to sleep. I see some of us are already yawning. So I'm going to tell you a story. Imagine a young girl named Maya, who possessed an unwavering spirit and a heart full of dreams. Maya yearned to become a writer and share her stories with the world, but doubt and fear continuously held her back and as a result suffocated her dream. One day, Maya decided to write a short story. This was a small step, but it ignited a fire within her. She continued to write story after story, pouring her soul into each word. Every piece she composed represented another step along her journey as a writer. Despite the many challenges and setbacks Maya faced, she persisted and continued step after step on her journey to success. Years later, Maya became a memoirist, poet, and has successfully published countless autobiographies and books. Today, she is known as Maya Angelou, one of the most praised and celebrated writers in the world. Maya's journey to success is a testament of the power of that first step and where it can take you. I will repeat it again. The journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with one step. Journey symbolizes your dreams, your aspirations in life. One step symbolizes the actions you take to begin that journey. Now, everyone's journey will be different. In the same way, everyone's first step would be equally as different. My advice to you is do not be afraid to make that first step. So let's examine the possibilities. Think to yourself, what might my first step be? What am I passionate about? What do I find joy in doing? What do I stand for? How can I adequately prepare myself for success? These are just some of the pertinent questions which will assist you in making that first step. Take a moment to reflect on your journey thus far. Remember that first day of school filled with excitement and a hint of nervousness? It was that initial step that you took into the unknown that set the stage for countless steps that followed. Each day you learned something new, faced challenges, and developed yourself academically and personally. Every assignment done, test aced, bond formed. It was all a step forward on your desired path to success. Our dreams might seem impossible to accomplish at first, but make a plan, rely on your capabilities, and never doubt yourself on your journey. Be confident, be fearless, and be unapologetically you. The journey will seem long and difficult at times, but it will not last forever. Your dreams can never materialize if you do not make that initial move. However, at the same time, do not rush your journey by making that step too soon. In this technological era, it is easy to compare your journey with what you see online and to feel overwhelmed by the achievements of families, friends, and loved ones. You may see your friends starting off their journeys while you're still at the beginning of your path. But that's okay. Take all the time you need to make that first step with courage. Focus on your own progress. Comparison will only dampen your spirit. Let's take a look at Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of the famous Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise. He founded this restaurant at age 65. On the other hand, our famous Barbadian icon, Robin Rihanna Fenty, who became a successful CEO and billionaire at age 35. So you see, the first step is not always taken at a specific time in life. It does not matter how young or old you are when starting off your journey, but when you do so, do it with conviction. This is your journey. Your only competition is yourself. The challenges that await you on your path are not the challenges that your parents, friends, or others would have experienced or will experience. It does not matter how small or large your first step will be. Once you take that step with conviction, grace, and with faith in God, you are bound to ultimately succeed. Proverbs 16, verse 3 states, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed." As you transition into a new chapter, remember the road ahead may seem long and daunting. However, it is important to remember that it is not the distance that matters, but rather the attitude you hold when taking that first step. Be determined, be bold, and demonstrate perseverance with each and every step you take. Finally, upon embarking on your journey, remember to cherish the friendships formed along the way, as well as the support that is given to you by your teachers, parents, family members, and friends. So congratulations, class of 2023. May you have the courage to take that first step that will lead you to a future of success, happiness, and fulfillment. But before I leave, I would like to please kindly invite you to stand and repeat this affirmation for me. Ready? I will take that first step with confidence, conviction, and a positive attitude. No matter how long or hard the journey may seem, I will persevere. Thank you. Please have your seats. As I depart, I want to leave you with this last thought that epitomizes the artist Vincent van Gogh, who once said, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together." Van Gogh's artistic genius was not born overnight, but through a series of countless brushstrokes. Each stroke contributed to the masterpiece that his life ultimately became, and it is indeed a testament to the power of small, consistent steps. Therefore, graduates, go forth, embark on your journey, and take that first step with boldness, with confidence, and with a pure heart. Thank you.
On behalf of the 2023 graduating class, we would like to say a thank you to Ms. Charissa Sylvester for sharing your time, wisdom, and inspiring words with us.
Charissa, 1 minute, please. We just want to present you with a token. And smile for the camera. Thank you very much, Charissa. Thank you very much, TJ. Now we have a tribute to parents and staff, and that will be done by Vanessa Horsford Flavany, Abigail Latouche Hilaire, Zavi Alexis Pariag, and Shaheem James. Vanessa and Abigail, come up, please.
Parents' love is everlasting. Parents, can you please stand? Parents, can you please stand? Parents' love is everlasting. Dear parents, you are loved, you are amazing, you are everything to us. We know sometimes you are not the easiest to deal with, and we are hard-headed, but despite it all, we know we are loved by you.
This journey has been a crazy ride, a ride that went down and mostly up. And no matter how crazy, uncomfortable, difficult it got, no matter how much you wanted to give up, you were the glue that held us down no matter what. As we end one part of the journey and unfold another, we, the class of 2023, would like to say thank you for everything you've done.
I'm assuming that you can sit. For the tribute to the staff, I will invite Zavi, Alexis Pariag, and Shaheem James.
Good morning. May all the staff stand. Please. To the staff of Alpha Junior School, we would like to say thank you for helping us when we were down, helping us with our schoolwork to get us up to where we are today, going to secondary school. Thank you. Go up. I forgot.
You are really, truly the greatest. We want to say thank you for everything you've done, all the sacrifices you've made. You have been an inspiration to us. Thank you for always being with us throughout our journey. You guys are literally the best. You can sit down now.
Zavi will be emceeing events in the very near future. Please do not contact her mother, contact me or her granny or her auntie. Now we will have the parents' response done by Miss Iris Stephen. So a round of applause. Miss Iris Stephen is Nia's mommy.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. That was some lovely words from the children, so thank you on behalf of the parents. Right, so morning, everyone. As Ms. Carrington said, I am Iris Stephen, the parent of Nia Stephen in the Tigers class. And I have been the long-standing class rep for the Tigers class. They didn't want to vote me out, so I kept getting put in. And I loved the job, all right? This term, I was tasked with spearheading the fundraising efforts for the karaoke trip and assisting with organizing the graduation ceremony. So first, I would like to say thank you to all the parents, teachers, family, and friends who gave of their time, skills, service, and funds to ensure that the children had an enjoyable time with some memorable experiences. I am here today on behalf of the parents of the 2023 graduating class to show appreciation to the staff of the Alpha Junior School. It's been an interesting journey for us as parents. Most of the Stars family have been here since pre-K, and most of the Tigers family from kindergarten. Others have joined along the way. We all entrusted the staff with the care of our precious children to assist them in guiding them through some of the most fundamental and influential years of their lives. With the diverse staff that Alpha has, our children were able to form bonds with the staff members who are most compatible with their individual personalities. This has truly helped our children to grow into the dynamic persons that they are today. We had some setbacks along the way. Sometimes the communications was not as good as it should be, and COVID severely limited our interactions. However, throughout it all, Alpha staff ensured that the children remained engaged in learning. There are staff members who have gone above and beyond to prepare our children, not just academically, but for life, by constantly encouraging them to do their best. From learning their letters to learning to read, write, sing, paint, hike, calculate finances, conduct experiences, speak, compose an essay, taking care of their body, dealing with confrontations, and much more. Our children are well prepared to embrace and conquer the next phase of their lives. We are truly grateful for the efforts of all involved, and we would like to share some tokens of appreciation. So we're going to give some tokens to the teachers and staff, and when we call your name, we'd like you to come up and receive them. So we are going to start with Miss John. Ms. John would have been the first persons that most of us parents encountered when we came to the school. Mrs. Joseph. Miss Lacroix.
Miss Flavany. Miss Berkeley. You want to give me 3 at a time? Give me 3 at a time. Isn't it? Sorry. Mrs. Gittins. Mrs. Gooding. You didn't tell me. Mrs. Thomas. She's not here? Oh, okay. Miss Thomas is not here. Miss Francis. She's not here? Okay. Miss Bowen.
Miss Francis is Mrs. Deganza. That's her married name. So afterwards you give it to her.
No, I just told her. Miss Mark. Mrs. Mark. Makes sense. Miss Joseph. Mr. James. Mrs. Degans. If I pronounce it properly. Mrs. Penny. Miss Samuel. Miss Wint. Mr. Clark. Miss Shaitan. Mrs. Shaitan. Mrs. Carrington. And of course, Mrs. Strachan. Let's have another round of applause.
Dr. Prophet?
We want to say thank you to the parents so much for that lovely, lovely tribute. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for the parents. Okay, so before we move on, we have a lovely tribute to the graduates by a very special friend of mine with the most beautiful voice you will hear. So here to do 2 songs for the graduating class. Before we move on with the program, we will have the beautiful and the most amazing voice, Miss Crystal Laguerre. You will know her as Lady Laguerre.
Lift me up,
Thank you so much. Right now, I would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations to all the graduates. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards who blew from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet on the street, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and live. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. Baby, you're a firework. Come and let your colors burst. Make them go. We're gonna leave them going. That's right. Baby, you're a firework. Come and let your colors burst. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. We're gonna leave them going. Do you ever feel like a waste of space? You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe the reason why all your doors are closed could open one that leads you to the perfect room. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and then it's time you'll know. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just know the night, like the 4th of July. Baby, you're a firework. Come and let your colors burn. Make them go. Gonna leave them going. Oh, baby, you're a come and let your colors burn. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. Gonna leave them going, oh, oh, oh. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. Now it's time to let it through. Baby, you're a firework. Come and let your colors burn. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. We're gonna leave them going, oh, oh, oh. Baby, you're a firework. Come and let your colors burn. Make them go. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna leave them going. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Baby, you're a firework. Thank you so much.
All right, and can we have another round of applause for Crystal, please? The Lady Laguerre. She is absolutely amazing. I will also tell you, contact me if you would like her to perform at your events and so. I'm not management, but you know, I'm just putting my girl on. Thank you so much, Crystal, for coming here and sharing your talent with us. And also thank you, girls and boys, for backing her up too, because y'all were very good backup singers. So big up yourselves one time. Yes, Malachi, how can I help? Okay. All right, now with the assistance of the parents, Mrs. Strawn, we will be giving out tokens to the students themselves. Oh my God, yes. So can we sit properly, please? You know, use the backs of the chairs. That's what they're there for. If we didn't want you to lean back, we would have given you stools. And we're looking pretty and handsome, big smiles on faces. These are tokens from the parents and from the school. Tokens from the school as you go on to start the next part of your journey. We're going to be starting with the girls. So if the girls could please stand in their places. You're just standing, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. A nice smile to her. Nice. With teeth. Zabi, why are you checking it already? Why? Well, you too? You too? You know how to check it now? Does everyone have a bag? Yes? Okay, so that is our token to the girls. You may now sit. Token for the boys. Ooh, yeah. So y'all could stand. All right, does everybody have a bag? All right, you may sit. Thank you so much, parents, for your assistance.
Good morning, everybody. All right, now y'all singing alive. Good morning, parents. I told the children I'm not talking today, so I'm not speaking, but I'm just doing something that I have to do. All right? Earlier, we did celebrate and we spoke of the valedictorian for 2023. Quite honestly, I think in their own rights, each child is a valedictorian in their space. So I want you to, first of all, give them a hand. And you may wonder why, parents, if you are honest, and if you remember your child from the first cry to today, you should have seen significant steps of improvement. And we want to celebrate each child, each graduate for his or her achievement. Give them a hand again. However, one person stands out in this class as the valedictorian, and not just because of her academic ability. Terry, in her own right, is a leader. Terry is determined. Terry does not allow the winds of popularity and what people say or do to sway her to be anything or anybody different from who she is. And Terry has a very supportive family. So in spite of, so I'm going to ask Terry to stand. Kindly go and escort that supportive group of persons. You can go, we're doing it different. Go and escort that supportive group of gold and black persons down there who came to show that Terry has a whole bunch of persons. All right, so Terry Davis, the valedictorian for 2023, escort them up because the award is for you just as much as it's for her. So we invite Dr. Brathwaite, we invite Ms. John. You're going to face the... All right. So Terry may not introduce, but I'll let you know. Standing on the right of Terry is her dad and her mom. Standing on the left is her grandmother, Claudette. I needed no introduction in case you didn't know, her uncle, Mr. Keith Williams. All right? TNR, could you tell me if they're okay there, or do you need them to move? They're okay there. So Dr. Brathwaite and Ms. John, you will present the trophy and the plaque to the Davis-Williams family. So I leave you for a photo moment and hand you back to Ms. Carrington. You all didn't see, but Miss John bounced me on the way off of the stage, and she did that on purpose. And for somebody that wasn't supposed to talk, she said a lot. But a round of applause for Miss Strawn. A round of applause for Terry and the Davis family. Thank you so much. You could tell a teacher because Miss Strawn come and she say what she's saying and she pause as if you know what the answer is. I came to say what I have to say in whatever. But y'all don't know what she was going to say, but she's a teacher because that's how she speaks. Anyway, there's a response to the graduates and to the parents from administration and staff, and that will be done by Mrs. Lystra Penny. So a round of applause to Miss Penny.
Thank you, Ms. Carrington. It is indeed an exciting moment to be able to stand here this morning to greet our students and parents. Dr. Brathwaite, Chairman of the Board, Mrs. Claudia Morgan Carter, I love you so much. Happy to have you with us. Mrs. Alana Tumbarima, Director of the Board of Management of Alpha Junior School. Charissa Sylvester, what a proud moment to stand here and repeat that name. Entering the doors of Alpha Junior School many, many years ago. Seems like it was only yesterday you were with us. It is indeed a proud moment. Crystal Leguet, it was so good to have you. That's my family right there, my niece. It is indeed a proud moment. Mr. John T. Alexander, who is and has been an assistant coach with us at Alpha Junior School, it is indeed a pleasure to have you with us. Mr. Alexander worked with us for sports, and so it's a proud moment to have you with us. Kayla Flavany, another dear to my heart. So good to have you, past student of Alpha Junior School. Not forgetting the former staff members, Mrs. Donna St. Louis. Mrs. St. Louis worked with Alpha Junior School for many years, and most of you here who would have started at Alpha Junior School, she would have been your teacher at Alpha Junior. We also have Mrs. Edwards with us, who has been a past student, teacher. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And present staff members, parents, graduates. It is indeed a pleasure to see each and every one of you here today, looking lovely in your gold. One of the things that came to my mind as I sat there when it was made mention of Terry's supportive parents, I always remember the words of Dr. Brathwaite. And I repeat, he says all the time, when we see students excel, there are always supportive parents behind them. And that is so true, because Mrs. Shirley Agnes Brathwaite, founder of Alpha Junior School, has a quote that says, behind the students stand the parents, and behind the parents stands the school. And so it is indeed a true statement. Whatever it is you as the parents would have invested in your son or your daughter, then you expect the result of your investment. So as your students, as your child go on to secondary education, remember this. Your investment, whatever you invest, your time, everything that you would give to your child, then expect matching results. A scripture was quoted earlier, Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 3. Commit your plans, commit your ways unto the Lord, and it shall be established. So students, graduates, Alexa, Carly, Malachi, Kibwe, Isaiah, Najee, Caden, Rami, Zavi, Jared, Kaylee, Caden, Leandre, Leah, Reagan, Mackenzie, Jada, Chade, Jadon, Terry, Kiana, Abigail, Vanessa, Kyle, Michaeli, Shaim, Avisha, TJ, Rikoya, Malika, Avery, Shamari, Cameron, Joel Tamer, Nia, and Jadon Rubin. Every one of you, we wish you well from Alpha Junior School, from every staff member, even down to all custodians. We wish you well. Miss Cooper, if she was here today, would have had a huge grin on her face. So let me give to you what Miss Cooper would give to you, a really big hug where you are and smile tight, you know. So that's for Miss Cooper. Cameron Walker, we remember Mrs. Walker, who was a past teacher, your grandmother. She would be very proud today of your accomplishment. And so parents, we thank you for entrusting every boy, every girl in our care for the past few years. We encourage you to continue to be with them, continue to work with them. Do not, yes, there are times, one of them who came up mentioned that there are times when they give trouble, but we know that you will stick with them. So from the hearts, hands of Alpha Junior School, Alpha motto says, enjoy work, love God and life. So as you go out there, graduates, continue to do that in everything that you do. And so we wish you Godspeed, God's blessing, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
All right, thank you to Mrs. Penny for that lovely response. I was asked to recognize Mrs. Griffith. Is Miss Griffith here? There we are, Miss Griffith. Round of applause for Miss Griffith, please. Miss Griffith is a former grade 5 teacher. Y'all met Miss Griffith? Yeah? Y'all remember Miss Griffith? Yes, most of you do, some of you don't. Okay, again, we're asking you to sit up properly, back against, yes, she did teach Kino, babes. Backs against the backrest. If we didn't want you to sit up straight, we would give you a stool. Now, we are on to the vote of thanks, which will be done by Ms. Shade Chok and Mr. Leandre Batiste.
Good morning, everyone. In everything, we should always give thanks. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to our wonderful principal, Miss John, our mom at school. We will definitely take your advice along the way. Thank you to our guest speaker, Miss Sylvester. Thank you. Your speech was very inspiring. And to Kayla Flavany for presenting the charge and being a past student of Alpha Junior School. Thank you.
We would like to thank the teachers, parents, other members of staff, as well as the graduating class of 2023 for coming together to make all of this possible and for making today such a special one. We would also like to say thank you to everyone for taking time out of their busy schedules to come to our graduation. Again, thank you for coming.
And thank you to Leandre and Shadi. Now we will have the charge given by the beautiful past student who he thanked for being a past student, right? Thank you for being a past student. The beautiful Miss Kayla Flavany.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Brathwaite, Mrs. Tumbarima, hope I said it correctly, Mrs. Jonna, principal, Mrs. Strawn Smith, our vice principal, to the hardworking faculty and staff, parents, guardians, friends, and well-wishers. And say a joyous good morning to the graduates of 2023. Congratulations. It is a great privilege for me to stand here before you today. My job is to deliver the charge, which I'm very excited to do. They say people remember the first and forget the rest. But as I look in front of me today, I see the faces of the young tweens leaving the walls of Alpha Junior School. The same once little faces I would have wiped tears from and tied their shoelaces. Can you imagine that? You sitting right here is a blessing. I want you to take a moment and breathe in and breathe out. You made it, right? But guess what? The race is not done. As Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you," said the Lord, "thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Sometimes in life, we want to do things our way and totally dismay the presence of God, who would have given us these ideas and inspirations for the plans we have set for ourselves and want to accomplish, right? Growing up in this generation, young people, is difficult, and I can agree for myself, especially if you're trying to live a life pleasing and fulfilling to the Almighty God. At your age, right now, Vanessa, sit down. It's crucial to form that relationship with God, if you have not already. Don't be consumed by the worldly activities or things that people will bring towards you to tear you down. But stay focused and directed on the path God has set for you and trusting Him each step of the way. It might get doubtful and hard, but trust me, God's plans for you is better than what you have in store for yourself. But at the same time, remember, everyone's race is different. I didn't do things the way you would have done it, and you wouldn't have done things the way I would have done it, correct? Today's failure should not dictate tomorrow's success. As I've been told numerous times, for the race is not given to the swift, but to those who can endure until, correct. Keep the company around you very, very close, right? But at the same time, make sure it's company that will push you forward, motivate you, and keep you on the right track towards your goals. Remember, young people, one loyal friend is worth 1,000 fake friends. So continue to maintain the friendships you would have made along the way at Alpha Junior School, because trust me, I have friendships from since we were in diapers that I can call right now and they'll be here for me. But remember, along the way, you make many new friends. But don't forget the old. Look out for each other, care for each other, and support one another. So take this lesson that I've learned through the years. Learn to appreciate others. Remember that we cannot stand on our own. For no man is an island, as Mr. Sylvester would always tell me. Thus be grateful to your parents. Please listen to them and all those who would have helped you along the way. They played a vital role in your upbringing and helping you to where you are now. Nonetheless, as you leave the walls of Alpha, take with you all the memories, failures, and triumphs. For you're now about to step into the real world, right? And parents, I know we tend to want to protect them and keep them away from certain things, but trust me, they're going to be exposed to it. It's up to you to guide them and show them that, hey, this is right from wrong. And trust me, at Alpha, they know what's right from wrong. All days won't be sunny. I can tell you that from experience. For when the stakes are extremely high, you must rise to the occasion. These will be your moments of truth. You'll be doubtful. There are times where you'll feel like you can't push forward, but God is right by your side. Your parents are there, your friends, your family, mentors, and past teachers and present teachers. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I know that can be hard at times, but don't sit down and suffer. Speak up. So, to the graduating class of 2023, I offer once more my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. Also to your parents, guardians, families, and friends, and notably the teachers. I think we should give them a round of applause. As they all share into your achievement today. So going to the next phase of this life, humble, determined, respectful, as you depart from this wonderful institution, your forever family, the AGS family. I wish you Godspeed and good fortune and all your endeavors on the journey to come. Stay brilliant, young minds. You can achieve anything. Your age does not define you, for all things are possible through Christ who strengthens us. Thank you.
Nia, can you come, please?
On behalf of the graduating class, we would like to thank you for taking time to speak at our graduation.
Thank you again to Kayla for such a lovely charge. I know her parents are very proud, and she was being a big sister in there too. She said, Vanessa, sit down. I know Vanessa wasn't happy about that, but thank you so much, Kayla. And it is very lovely to see the students that you would have taught when they were crying in grade 6, now given the charge to the graduating class years later. So I would like to give a round of applause for all past students who are here, all past teachers, Mrs. Edwards, Mrs. Griffith, and anyone else who came to lend their support. Now we have their purpose, not our purpose, but their purpose, and that will be led by Jada Charles Williams and Michaeli James. All right, first we're going to ask the students to get in their formation in the front of the stage. You all know what you're supposed to do. Don't look at me. I don't know. I was not practice. You have some of it written down?
They must have my facts written.
Well, if you can't remember, make up some. Go to your mom quickly. We're asking you to line up in the way that you know you're supposed to. This is the part where you say, sometimes we are hard to deal with. This is the part. You're making the people feel we didn't practice, y'all. Come on, man. We've been doing this for a while.
We, the class of 2023, purpose to always aim to reach a higher goal. As we take new steps in our academic lives, we purpose to
go after our dreams,
exceed expectations,
lead a path that others can follow. We purpose from this day onward to envision a world that can only be filled with the dreams we're going to make come true.
Thank you.
And now we will have the graduating class perform the rendition of their song, A Million Dreams.
Hey, we have to get a mic. Stop brushing with your hair. I can feel it. Sorry. No.
Had to beg Zavi to give me the microphone, yes? Had to beg her. I know we have done this a number of times today, but this time I would like you all to stand because we are officially at the end of today's program, and I would like you to give what is nothing less than deserving a hearty round of applause for the graduating class of 2023. Now, I believe that you're going to walk out, so do we have music for that? All right, so we're at the end, and we're going to play some music, and you're going to watch them in their fine style. If anybody lost a white bag in the bathroom, a white bag is what it looks like, you can apparently come to me for it.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah.